weren't you?
I am known for being excited, but I was very, very excited that day. Particularly excited.
What else is there for you to see?
Not much, it has to be said. I'm still looking in honour of David for Scottish Wildcat. We tried to film it twice on the one show and failed twice. And there's a phenomenally ugly bat called Barbastel, which you haven't seen as well, but not a lot.
Well, maybe that bat doesn't want to be seen. Maybe it's a bit self-conscious.
Yeah, it's playing a little...
You've got to stop calling it ugly and it'll come out to say hello.
Well, you know, all things are relative, aren't they?
I suppose so.
Oh. And in honour of David, you bought a beautiful parrot with you.
We have indeed, right behind you. If you look over your shoulder, it's a beautiful bird called Snowy, who's a yellow-crested cockatoo from Birdland in Farnham, Hampshire. He's 22 years of age. He was captive bred. The reason why he's captive bred is it's now illegal to take parrots from the wild. He comes from Indonesia originally, and basically Indonesia's only got 1,000 left. They're critically endangered. So please, if you do buy a parrot, make sure it's captive bred.
Do you think that pirates really kept parrots as pets then, or not?
I do believe there's a certain kind of association between parrots and pirates. Robert Louis Stevenson in 1833, Treasure Island, Captain Flint sitting on his shoulder. But they were pirating in the Caribbean. Lots of parrots in the Caribbean. They'd collect them, they'd use them as commodity for trading, all that kind of stuff. London and Paris had bird fairs and they were considered hugely desirable. And also as well, parrots were all constant about boring voyages, so they used to kind of play around with them, have fun with them.
And David, the parrot in the movie, the parrot in the movie,
yes.
It's so similar. The parrot in the movie is also used as currency, and it's not really a parrot, but that's...
It's not a parrot. No, that's on the whole plot hinges on the fact that the parrot...
Charles Darwin is after that, whatever it is.
Should we not say?
No, I don't think so, do you?
Well, there's a call coming over here from a lovely lady called Victoria who's mad about macaws. Now, she really knows what they're all about, and she'll explain exactly why you shouldn't keep parrots unless you know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, because of people who may not be sure of what they're doing, you've ended up with 13 of them, haven't you, Victoria?
Right.
Tell us what the story is there.
Well, some of them have come and stayed, some I've bred. But most of them have been given up because people can't keep them any longer.
Introduce us to this
That's Marcella. She's a
Marcella. And on the rehearsal, she climbed right on top of me and she absolutely adores me. Yeah. But you have to know what you're doing.
You have to know what you're doing. They're not easy to just take on and look after. I mean, they live for a very long time, so it's not like having a dog for 10 years. It's like having a dog for 20, 30, 40 years. So.
And if you actually pan out the budget to look after it, it runs into tens of thousands of pounds.
Well, it could do, yeah, especially with vet fees, because they're extremely expensive to take to a vet.
David's absolutely fascinated with Marcella here, actually.
Well, if the ugly bat's watching, this is what you're missing out on.
You're right. Get close up and personal with Dilger.
Tell us about other birds as well. We've got something really special here.
We have indeed, in honour of David coming in. This is from the Oxford Museum of Natural History. This is a facsimile of the only known example of a flesh remain of a dodo. There's only a few bones in the world, and I'm incredibly excited about seeing this. It's fantastic because, of course, they were around way before Victorian times. First found in 1598 on Mauritius, and basically within a century they were made extinct. The Dutch sailors were banging them on the head, roasting them, and they also brought pest species as well, which basically escaped, ate the eggs, ate the chicks, and within 100 years they'd completely gone. Very sad state of affairs.
Okay, I mean, we must explain the reason we've just jumped to dodos there is because there is a dodo in the movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
We keep just...
The pirate captain thinks he has one of these, but actually he's got a dodo. And when Darwin sees that, of course...
Darwin wants the dodo, everybody. Victoria, thank you so much. Thanks for all the hard work you do with your beloved parrots.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Yes.
And now this weekend marks a year since a deadly magnitude 9 earthquake struck off the coast of Japan.
It was the biggest to hit the country since records began.